Hey, how's it going, everybody? Crazy here. I'm back again with another reaction, and it's been a very long time since I've done a reaction to the band Mary's Blood. There have been a lot of people, because like I cover a lot of all-female metal bands from Japan on this channel, and Mary's Blood being one of them. Love Bites, Nemophila, Fate Gear, and all of these bands seem to have one thing that brings them together. All of the bands were formed by former members of the band Destros. And I'll probably end up covering them at some point in time, but I wanted to do a Mary's Blood because I haven't done one in forever. I've been putting a lot of focus on, all of the other bands, Nemophila, Love Bites, um, Fate Gear, more specifically. I haven't really done a whole lot of Mary's Blood. So I decided to go on their channel and check out what music videos that they have because I've only done one Mary's Blood video. And Starlight specifically kind of like jumped out at me. Not just because of the thumbnail, but because of the time frame. The time frame of it being 4 minutes and 44 seconds long. And I was like, okay, that's an omen. Let's check that out. So, with that being said, here we go. Starlight by Mary's Blood. And I'm already getting anime intro feels. Oh, damn. Okay, so I know I'm breaking the law here, but I'm just taking a look at this and I'm thinking to myself, okay, very, very, very anime opening. Like I'm getting FMA feels out of that, although I know that FMA did not have this as an opening, and I know that because I've watched both of the series, the regular FMA and Brotherhood. So this song is definitely not it at all, but I'm just getting that vibe, you know? And then the other thing that pointed out, that like jumped out at me was the drumming. Definitely, she's definitely no Haruna, but I was like, okay, yeah, like the way that I'm rewinding just so for the sake of being able to see the drumming effect right there. Like, yeah, she's definitely not a Haruna, but it's just like that little frame right there actually really just like jumped out at me, and it was just like, okay, it's interesting with the way that she's waving the sticks and stuff like that, and I know I'm wrong in saying this, but for some reason Trey Cool from Green Day kind of popped out because he has a very unique playing style when it concerns the drums. I know for a fact that I'm wrong, but it's just the way that my brain is kind of like registering things at the moment, so forgive me on this. The vocals, as I said before, it sounds very fucking anime opening kind of shit. And then we were just about ready to get into the guitar solo, so we'll have to jump on that too. I like that chair though. And the jacket that she's wearing is pretty. Ooh. Oh yeah. How many strings is on that fucking guitar? 7 or 8. I'm having a hard time being able to look at it like right off the rip. I dig that bass neck too. I'm trying to like for some reason it's like, okay, look, there's no subtitles, there's no captions or anything like that, so I can't understand the lyrics because I don't know Japanese. I do like what I'm hearing so far, The combination of the one bass and the one guitar, though, it sounds so fucking chunky, and I love it. Um, but just like the way that they're doing the riff, the way that they're doing the riffs during this first verse, like my brain is trying to register, okay, what does this sound like to me? Because like I'm more focused on the music right now than the vocals. Like I think I've already established the vocals. Like she's very beautiful voice. Like I'm going to establish that right now. Very beautiful voice. I like how she sounds. I just wish I understood what the fuck was being said. Oh, look at that. Like that's pretty dope. Like her fucking wristband is a Kiss wristband. So I have to admit, like, you know, when I opened this up, like I actually did look into Mary's Blood because I did an original take and I fucked it up because I was like, okay, um, like I thought somebody left Mary's Blood to create Love Bites. It was actually Destro, so I had to proofread to make sure I didn't sound like too much of an idiot. Um, but I do believe that like some of the band members in Destros that I believe possibly ended up transferring over into Mary's Blood were inspired by other bands like Kiss and Iron Maiden and shit like that. And I'm thinking that's where it is. Like that's like that bass line is kind of like a half of a fucking trooper gallop. You know, if you know your Iron Maiden, they have that bass gallop. And I'm hearing something like that, so it's getting very close to that gallop. That sounds familiar. Where is that coming from? It's like old heavy metal. Dude, that fucking dress that she's wearing. The whole fucking dress. Like it's got like it's got the fucking straps right here that almost look like a fucking pentagram, and then the bottom part of the dress looks like something that she got at Hot Topic in 2007. You know? Like definitely not today's Hot Topic. Otherwise she'd be wearing like an anime shirt. Let's face it, like Hot Topic kind of just like went south after they changed the gates and actually made it a door. Fuck Hot Topic for that. But I gotta say, I really love the hookups that they're all wearing. Like it's definitely giving me a lot of goth chick vibes. Like especially this one right here with the choker. The like I mean, don't get me wrong. Like I actually enjoy looking at more than just like the scenery and stuff like that. Now I'm kind of focusing in on what they're wearing, on top of what it is that they sound like. My brain is just all over the place at this point. Like just trying to find anything that I can focus my eyes on. See, like that right there. That I like that. It looks cool. Like that entire fucking outfit that the lead singer chick is wearing, just awesome. Even though like the little bedazzling on the part in her hair. Did I see a Slipknot logo somewhere on that dress? I could be wrong. But it definitely looks like everything on that woman's dress like is like paying an homage to all of the bands that she probably was inspired by to become a band in and of themselves. That's respect. Chunk, 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 chunk. Now just turn into a boss fight music. Dude. Like everything about that felt like four solos in one, and we only have one guitarist, and it's just going from one section of a solo to another section of a solo to another one. Damn. Like, and on top of that, it's like a lot of the up and down, like just hammer on, pull off, and just like the speed of that. Like I've heard faster, obviously. Like I reacted to Dragon Force at one point, but it's like you know, I said this before, and somebody in the like I think it was like during the last Nemophila video that I reacted to. Um, and there was a guy that was in the comments section that ended up acknowledging the fact that as a guitarist, like you don't have to do hopos like fucking Eddie Van Halen to be considered good. It's really about how it sounds, and it's not really about the speed. Speed is basically meant to show off, you know, but you could do speed and not sound good, and you could do slow and sound fantastic, and vice versa. It's really about the, I guess, like when you really break it down, like it just goes down to the roots of blues. You know, back in the day, with rhythm and blues music, it was not enough to know what notes to play. You needed to know why they needed to be played. And I feel like in a sense it still works that same rule in rock and roll and fucking metal and everything. It's not enough to know what notes to play, and maybe even with how fast it's being played, you need to know why they need to be played. There's a rhythm to this, there's melody that needs to be done correctly. You can't just play any old note and make it, and think, oh yeah, this sounds good enough to me. And it's like, no, like you play the wrong note in the wrong way, it's going to sound like shit. And that's the real. That transition is pretty dope. But like she slowed it down a little bit, and now it just sounds very fucking beautiful. Where's the lyrics? I saw her fucking vocalizing. Okay, so we've got a little piano synth in there too. That's a nice little touch too. Ooh, wow. See, obviously there's a transition there when it concerns the lyricism. Obviously there's a little bit of a change up there. But obviously, since I don't know Japanese, I don't know, like, since I don't know Japanese, I don't know what was said to create that dark to light transition. But I would assume that it's a very powerful thing, because like you go back here where it's just like all quiet, and it seems like, okay, she's like in the dark reaching for the light, and she's accepted. Although she's still wearing the dark fucking thigh-high boots. Okay. That little bass line at the end, like, kind of an off shot uh, to end the song. That's a unique little touch right there. Now, obviously, like I don't, I keep on saying it over and over and over again. I don't understand the language of Japanese, so like I don't know anything about what was said. There was no captions that could be helpful, and just doing the reactions of everything else in between is the best that I could do with this music video. But I definitely say that with the way that everything was put together with the drumming, the bass, the guitar, especially that first verse. Like that stuck out to me the most. Um, more than even the solos. Like the solos are cool. Solos are always great in metal. However, like I feel like that combination of the guitar, the drums, and the bass, the way that all of that stuff fit together in that first verse was the one thing that stuck out the most to me out of everything, except for maybe the lead singer's outfit during the first half of that music video before they were wearing all white and everything. Um, I'd say for the most part, uh, sorry, I'm trying to take a look at the atmosphere. So like the atmosphere I really wasn't able to focus on, but I'm looking at it now and it's like, okay, it looks like they're in a low lit mansion, chandeliers, nothing's lit up. They're in the darkness. And I'm assuming at some given point in time, like right around the 3:33 minute, the 3 minute 33 second mark is when they transition into into that light atmosphere, and everything's light, bright, everything obviously with whatever was being said in the lyrics, that's what causes the transition. And I guess in a way I could understand why it would be called Starlight if the meaning behind the music video correlates with the lyricism and the name of the song title. I guess that would make sense. But opposite of, not opposite, but outside of all of that, very enjoyable sound. I definitely feel like I need to give Mary's Blood much more attention and try to put forth more effort into getting them out, and also Destros, and that way I can get out that Splinter, since I already cover Fate Gear, Nemophila, and Love Bites, and they're all splintered off from the band Destros. But that's it for me. I'm getting up out of here. Thank you guys for watching this with me. If you want to watch this on your own without all of the stop going jargon, link is in the description below. Like, share, subscribe to this channel if you haven't done that already. And check out my merch store. I do have merch available, shirt and a hoodie. And eventually I'll probably try to get some more designs and stuff. I have a very cool idea for a design that I want to try with me wearing this outfit. With that, and also if you're feeling generous, go ahead and hit me with a thanks. If not, it's cool either way. With that being said, I'm crazy. That was my reaction, and I'm getting up out of here. Deuces.